Hello, I'm Abigail Blackrick, and here's what's happening in our community. The U.S. Coast Guard, the Alpena Sheriff's Department, and several Good Samaritans made an astounding rescue on Lake Huron Wednesday morning. Two men aboard a 42-foot sailboat that began taking on water 18 miles east of Alpena were saved by their joint efforts. Just after 9 a.m., watchstanders at Coast Guard Sector Sault Ste. Marie were called by the two men who said their boat was flooding and they were using a hand pump to drain the vessel, but it wouldn't last for long. The sector dispatched a crew from Coast Guard Station Alpena aboard a 25-foot response boat, a crew from Coast Guard Station St. Ignace aboard a 45-foot response boat, and a crew from Coast Guard Air Station Traverse City aboard a Dolphin helicopter. They also issued an urgent marine information broadcast advising other boaters in the area of the situation. A Canadian-flagged 689-foot bulk carrier and a 45-foot personal boat responded to the broadcast, along with the Alpena Sheriff's Department. The bulk carrier provided a shelter from the wind for the sailboat. Just after 11 a.m., the Traverse City air crew arrived on scene and lowered a rescue swimmer and another dewatering pump to the vessel. After arriving aboard, the swimmer was made aware that one of the men had a history of heart problems and was beginning to experience chest pain. Not long after, the man started losing consciousness.
We got on scene, assessed the situation, decided that it would be best to have me, the swimmer, go on board to check out how much flooding they were having and how much distress the person was in. They lowered me to the water. I swam to the sailboat, climbed on board, started talking to the person who was indeed having cardiac distress, checked the flooding, decided that we would try to lower a dewatering pump to the boat to start pumping out water, and right after that we would be lowering the basket to medevac the cardiac patient off of the boat to take him to a hospital.
He was then taken to the Alpena Regional Medical Center for treatment. The crew aboard the 25-foot response boat arrived just after 11:30 a.m. and began to assist with the dewatering process. Just after noon, the crew aboard the 45-foot response boat also arrived on scene, placed the sailboat in tow, and delivered it to Thunder Bay Harbor in Alpena. Police are looking to the community for help in identifying the man who was caught on camera breaking into two ice cream shops and stealing money. The incidents took place over the weekend at Big Lake Creamery and Dairy Queen in Prudenville. These images were obtained from surveillance cameras. They show the man is wearing a t-shirt that is believed to say Brooklyn, New York at the top, with the cityscape underneath and the Brooklyn Bridge. The man is also seen wearing glasses and a face mask. More images show the suspect's vehicle, what appears to be a maroon Cadillac with a tan rag top. Anyone with information that could be helpful in this investigation is asked to call the Roscommon County Sheriff's Office at 989-275-5101. For a better look at these photos, you can also visit our website, mynews26.com, and search thief. US 31 north of Alanson has been closed because part of the road completely fell off. According to the Michigan Department of Transportation, while contractors were working on the road Wednesday evening, the ground beneath them began to crumble. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Law enforcement immediately closed the roadway and detoured traffic to Milton Road. It is not known how quickly the road can be repaired. Police are warning of an ongoing scam in which the promises are enticing, but the reality is frightening. Several people have reported receiving an email which claims they are eligible for their student loan debt to be dissolved. The email appears to have come from American Education Services. When the person calls the phone number in the email, they're asked to give personal information, including their social security number and their mother's maiden name. During the call, a confirmation email is sent containing an alleged federal student aid ID. At that point, the representative on the other line requests payment for assisting the person. person. The Leelanau County Sheriff's Office says they've received multiple reports of this scam and would like to remind citizens that it's very important to confirm the validity of such emails or phone calls before ever offering personal information. A drunk driver drove into a house in Grand Traverse County on Thursday. Around 2:20 a.m., deputies were called to Cedar Run Road in Traverse City on a complaint that someone had driven into the side of their home and also struck a parked car. Upon arrival, deputies found out that a 25-year-old man from Traverse City had lost control of his vehicle, ran off the road and into the house and car. Police say the man was intoxicated. He was then arrested for his second operating while intoxicated offense. The 58th annual Mackinac Bridge Walk is just over a week away. The Mackinac Bridge Authority says they expect more than 40,000 people to participate in this year's Labor Day Walk. Governor Snyder will lead the thousands of walkers across the bridge's 5-mile span beginning at 7 a.m. For the fourth year in a row, participants are asked to share their bridge walk experiences on social media with photos and videos using the hashtag MightyMacWalk15. One person sharing their memories will be chosen at random to receive a once-in-a-lifetime tour of the top of the Mackinac Bridge. And that's the latest from around our region. I'll be back in a few moments with a look around the world.